time is around 8:30. We've moved on from Blea water, which was average. Wonderful place, but even though I tried to embrace the grey, I wouldn't have minded a little bit of contrast in the sky. Now I know that's kind of defeating the object. I embraced the grey, and I did embrace it. It was wonderful. This is Blea Tarn. I'm sure most people who are watching this have been here. If you haven't been, this is my favourite tarn lake body of water in the Lake District. It's one of the first places I came when I got my camera. The intimacy of this place is fantastic. It's in a dip, which means you're shaded from some of the wind, and on a good day you can get mirror-like reflections on that lake. And the background, you have the magnificent Langdales. And the good thing about this is you've got the two mountains, hills, going down into the V, and behind it you've got the Langdales. And today, because there may be a bit of snow over there, the contrast between the foreground hills and the Langdales, I hope they're the Langdales, is absolutely wonderful. It's almost like you've got a very shallow depth of field because you can't see the mountain in the background. It's very, very dramatic. You have a lot of rocks on the foreshore around here, and one thing you have to be careful of is that you don't walk and trample through a photograph you're going to take. You have just about everything in this place. You have the wonderful tarn, you have some great trees, you have some wonderful foreground rocks, you have lovely woods, you have, again you can't see it, but you have a wall, you have a, what the hell do they call them? Wall, leading into a fence, leading into the tarn, leading into the Langdales. It's almost perfect. I've just taken a couple of, I call them macro or close-up shots of a few, some flora, playing gun above. As the water gets colder towards the shore, you get gradations of colour. You may be able to see it just around there. There's like a big line leading you around all of the tarn, and I think that could work for some abstract photographs. I tried to do that in Scotland when I was next to a body of water, but it didn't quite work. Again, it's all about practice. And again, as the wind is blowing the snow off the rocks, again you get some lovely contrast, some lovely texture, some lovely shadow details. So the plan for the moment is to get a composition around this location here. I do like the massive rock there. You've also got some rocks over there that lead you into the mountain range. One thing, I'm glad we didn't camp, so thanks to Lynne for convincing me or us not to camp. And our friend Mark has wild camped in there, Blea Tarn, and that's a place I will be wild camping over the summer. Again, no, there'll be no traces left, there'll be no wood fires made. I've seen lots of photographs of this place at sunrise and sunset. There's going to be none of that. There's going to be none of that over this weekend, and I accept that, not a problem. But everywhere you look, it's absolutely amazing. As I say, I'm looking to move just around this small area here with the big rock there and the smaller rocks there, leading you into the Langdales. You can get a lovely composition with the trees over my left forming the one side and the trees over the right forming another side. It doesn't frame the photograph, but it works well to balance it out. Regarding settings, you have a choice between a shallow depth of field or a wide depth of field, obviously. With there being a lot of mist and snow in the distance, I may go for a shallow depth of field so I can really make the foreground rock pop out from the scene. Because even at f16, the background, the way background mountains are going to be low contrast, almost out of focus with the smattering and almost like a sheen of snow. You've got to do a panorama as well. I have to do a panorama, so I'll have to do a panorama as well. Vertical, again, you've got to get the angle right. If you don't, you have things poking into places. So again, it'll probably be about around that side. Again, these foreground rocks really do stand out when you're wide open. Very calm, nobody here. I think that's my mantra, nobody here. Again, it's about 9 o'clock now on a Saturday morning, and we've seen nobody outside a car. Lovely and calm down here as we've parked just about in the valley over there. That's where we've parked and walked down there. As we were walking, it was bitterly cold. There's been lots of vlogs and lots of commentary about wearing the right clothes, but you have to wear the right clothes. I've got thermals on, decent boots, decent trousers. I've got t-shirt, shirt, thermal top, undervest, fleece and the waterproof, gloves, hat, everything, and I'm very warm. If you're not, you're buggered. You get cold and you get pissed off and you'll leave. So I'll end it for there, and I'm going to get down here and I'm going to take some photographs. See ya. Well, good morning again. Still at Blea Tarn. I've come round the other side of the tarn. Last time I came here, I went up to my calves when I sang. Lesson learnt, lesson learnt. Or not, because I didn't say a bloody thing. Yeah, my feet are cold, but it's all good stuff. There's some wonderful reeds and grasses around here. Well, things you never think you'd say. There's some high reeds and some grasses in the water. You have to be extremely careful, because what appears to be quite solid isn't. So you've got the reeds I'm stood in between now, obviously trying not to damage any, and there you've got some lovely tightly meshed grasses which you can't get, unfortunately, unless you have waders, which I've not brought. And behind there you've got this fence which has been put there for photographers, or so it appears. It's starting to snow slightly. Again, the tarn is starting to freeze quite rapidly, but you've got some wonderful abstract and contrasted details on the tarn. Where the wind is blown in, you've got these streaks of white and dark grey. The sky isn't looking too bad. It's not ideal. It never was going to be. But I've managed to get a decent photograph from, see if I can show it, from there, with the curve of the tarn edge, the fence, Langdales I think in the background, and then the other ones further in the background. Nice and contrasted. It will be black and white because there's bugger all colour anyway. But we're just about done for here. We're going to nip back to the bunkhouse, get a bite to eat, hopefully. I'm after a bacon sandwich, but I'm on I'm on a strict eating regime. And then we may head over to Loughbridge, another town, for some more photographs. I've not been there before, so it's somewhere new. We're undecided on sunset. I say sunset, it's going to set, but it ain't going to happen. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And the weather, whatever. All we've seen this so far this morning is 2 cars and 4 hikers. Special. So what I've taken from here, I've taken a few intimate close-up botanicals, or you go botanicals. I've taken some foreshore photographs up there. I want to go over the other side for those who've been here. there's a gate around that corner that leads you over the ways, and there are some nice, well, there's a big waterfall there and some smaller ones, not moving sheader. There's some big waterfalls and a smaller one. I was going down, and I'm not the most sensible of people when it comes to sensory awareness, but I saw a massive sheet of ice going down, so I didn't bother. What I did up there on the side, I was on the hillside, I slipped down on my backside, it's about 15 feet, 20 feet, and as I got near the bottom, my heel stood in, and I just flipped up and started walking. That would have been a £250 job on you being framed. Yep, so it's something to eat, on to the other place, find out what we're doing tonight, and then do it. Yeah, it's getting snowy, it's getting misty, it's getting cold, but how good is this? Anyway, I'll catch you soon, people. Cheers.
But if you let down your